Hi guys, how are you? Hi Merge Project Figures. Thank you for joining in. How are you? Now I'm gonna leave the figure going a little bit more, and then I'm going to start working on Jean Grey. How are you, Jerry? How it's your day? I hope you had an easy work today. Hi, Ron. Thank you very much. Hi, Swedish Forge. Thank you for joining in. Hi, Simi. Thank you for joining in as well. It's so amazing to see you, all of you guys over here. Much appreciated. Love to you all. Enjoy your lunch, Jerry. How are you, Merge? How's things? Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Uh, yeah, in the same time, I'm trying to work on the next project. So getting everything ready to print and all those things. And yeah, guys, hit that smash button. That's much appreciated. And now, guys, I'm gonna switch over the camera, and I will have to get the phone away from the figure. So I hope everybody got a chance to see it. And here we go. So just give me a second. And I'm almost done figuring the things out over here. I just have to set up the other camera for recording. Now, just a second, guys. I just need to figure something out here. And I moved my other camera. Now, again, as I just mentioned, it will take just a couple of seconds. I forgot to set up the second camera for the recording when I'm recording here in this room. It just needs a couple of other settings because it's not as much light. And yeah, that will do. And I'm back. Sorry if I missed any of your chat. I'm gonna try to catch up a little bit. Oh, you almost finished with the Spider-Man. That's nice. I can't wait for you to start posting the videos. So for this space, we have lots of wood, as you maybe saw in the picture. I'm gonna use this mahogany. It's a brown. It's a really cool paint. Now I'm not sure how it's going to be on a black primer. I never used it on the black primer, but I figured out this will be a good place to start. I used to use this paint back in the day a lot. I didn't pay up lately anything that's needed to be wood. Oh, actually, I did. I did the Demon Slayer character. Okay, and let's try with something simple and see how it goes. Let me turn on the air purifier as well. Hi, Psyo, how are you? Yeah, I didn't see you for so long. How is going? I hope you guys have a nice middle of the week. Much appreciated for everybody to join in. That sounds huge. Yeah, I did build a bigger spray boot for the same reason, but I didn't do anything like a life size figure so far. So I hope I never come across that problem that you have now, Swedish Forge, because that's a huge piece. Tell me, are you working on something or just life came? The life was too busy. So definitely this paint goes better with a brighter primer. I have to say that. So the black primer doesn't do justice to it. So if you decide to use this one, definitely use it with a white primer. I will tell you straight up now, it does apply differently on a white primer as it does on the black. But I wanted to do it a little bit darker anyway, so I don't mind that. Oh, yeah. Especially now because summer, so lots of people will have the holidays booked in for summer. So usually that's, yeah. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna paint up all the wood pieces. And then on this, I will have to do lots of shading and highlighting. And this airbrush doesn't sound nothing like good. So at one point, I think I have to clean it out a bit. How are you, Ron? I was waking up this morning because you were really up late last night. For me, it was in the morning, but for you, it was really, really late. I put it down in the description. If you look for it, it's from Polymind Studios. But I already put it in. Oh yeah, Jerry, just go back and whenever you can join back in, you're more than welcome. So it's in the down in the description, but it's from Polymind Studio. Oh, you're getting sick. That's not good. Yeah, so probably got it from her. Well, I hope you get better and you don't actually get sick, but sorry to hear that, Ron. So I'm gonna line these ones up here really nicely and hope. Ah, knew it. And then start doing the bottom part of the base. I don't like how this airbrush sounds at all. Yeah, the thumbnail it's a rendering of Jean Grey, and it's really cool. As you guys may know by now, the X-Men are my favorite superhero mutant team, and of course, Jean Grey it's one of them as well. And I wanted to do a Jean Grey for some time, and I have to be honest, there are not too many great models of Jean Grey out there, especially when it's Marvel Go. So when I saw this model, I really, really liked it. So I was like, yes, I need to have all the summer family. Uh, I have Havoc as well, but it's not as great. I don't like how it came out. And I've actually posted a video of him. Maybe one day I will. I'm not sure about it. But now I will just need a Gabriel Summers. There are a couple of out there, but they're not that great as well. And I need a Hope Summers, and I will have most of the family at that point. So today, Ron, you're gonna finish up the map, I presume. So, yes, the hair dryer. I'm gonna grab the hair dryer really, really quick and just dry up the base. Okay, guys, this brown it's a little bit too dark for me like this. So let me see how much of the paint I have. I should have another bottle. And if I have another bottle, I'm going to apply a white primer over. And then, but I'm not sure if I have a second bottle. I know I used to have one, but I already maybe used it up. So yes, indeed. Looks like I used it up. Hmm. And in this one, I don't have too much to reapply the color. Okay, let me just double check it on my paint racks. Maybe the last time when I wanted to use it, I didn't put it back in the right place. So that could be another option. But it's if not up here, that means I used it up. Hmm, that's not a great sign. Yeah, it looks like that's the only bottle I have. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, let's continue. Now I'm gonna keep trying up the paints. I used to have a spare bottle out of this mahogany color, but I already used it up. Okay, this is not tacky anymore, so I have to do the handle as well. Okay, and what I have to do now, I have to do the top part over here of the. I actually don't even know what these things are called. Guys, if you just joined in, thank you very much for joining in. Much appreciated. And this is what I was talking about. That's it. We are done with the airbrush, so I'm gonna clean it off screen. And at the moment, I done with the mahogany. Ah, English words, mahogany. Anyway, and now I'm gonna try a little bit more the bottom base. Okay, and now I'm going to start painting up the rocks. I'm going to do that by hand, so actually I'm going to take one of these, and I did put it back in the place. I'm just going to grab my rock gray. And I'm going to add a couple of drops of floor improver. And I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So always make sure that if you add any type of thinner, that you mix up your paint really, really good. And now we'll need a big brush. A bigger brush, I mean. And it looks like I don't have too many of those around. Now, and let's get painting some rocks for now. Yeah, Polymind starting putting out some really cool figures lately. And they have in the Val Compact, they have the whole Sinister Six from Spider-Man. So if you're a Spider-Man fan, that's almost like a must-have. And that would be like a 6 months project. So if anyone interested. Now, I'm not sponsored by Polymind or anything like that. Uh, I did paint up a couple of figures from Cardoso before. Cardoso, sorry. But that was before I start making YouTube videos and filming videos of my work. Now what I'm doing, I'm just applying the gray color over the rocks everywhere, so I don't mind to put it perfectly or anything like that. This is just to cover up the paint as quick as possible. And then I'm gonna come back and just make the cuts around the wood really nice and tidy. Now on this one, I'm gonna come back with some washes as well. So if I miss a small spot, that doesn't really matter because it's gonna be dark anyway. And then on the wood, I'm just gonna do some probably some sponging and some dry brushing over it. Welcome back, Jerry. And guys, if you ask any question and I miss it for some reason, please don't hesitate to ask again. If you have any questions, of course, just put it down in the chat and I will try to answer them. Oh, so the light's not arriving till Friday. That kind of sucks. But you can finish the paint work till then, right? Ron? And then you just install the lights after, so you can still finish the work. Okay, so that means it's ready. So it's just if you painted it off camera. So what are you gonna stream today then, Ron? If you're streaming, if you don't mind me asking. Or you have anything else in plan to stream, or? So I know you said that you're gonna stream Electra tomorrow, but if you're done with the mask, then okay. So you're not gonna stream. That means okay. It's okay to take a break now and then. Okay, and now that the most of the part of the gray is done, I'm gonna dry it a little bit with the hair dryer, and then I'm just gonna clean it up. Okay, and now I'm going to take a smaller paintbrush and just go and tidy up next to the wood part, so it's nice and tidy. And for that one, I'm going to use a little bit of a smaller brush. Put this one over here, and yeah, this will do. And now what I'm trying to do over here with a smaller brush, just to go and tidy up as much as possible closer to the wood, but not to paint over, of course. And any of the spots that I missed before with the bigger brush, or go into more tidy spaces. Now, the whole idea with the big brush was to apply as much paint as and faster as possible, so we don't waste too much time. Now, if you're asking why I didn't apply the brown with the brush, that brown, it's really hard to cover with the brush. You can only do it with the airbrush, unfortunately. So that's why is the reason, because the gray, this one, especially from Citadel, it's really good coverage. So that was the main reason behind it. Actually, certain places I have to use the big brush, just makes more sense. Guys, do you work on anything at the moment? Any statues or any other hobbies that you have? I know Psycho, it's on a drill, so he cannot bring his work over there, which I'm pretty sure he would love to, or maybe not. Guys, if you just join in, thank you very much for joining in. And this is a new project. It's Jean Grey from the X-Men, and the statue, if you're interested, is from Polymine Studio, and that's from Cardoso. Maybe you came across his work. He's doing some pretty cool live streams as well about his projects. on the YouTubes. If you're interested to see how the sculpting is going, check him out. Oh, nice. Looks like you have a couple of projects going, Psycho. I done an Ape 3D model. It was of Psylocke from the X-Men, but that was ages ago. I can't even remember when I worked anything from Ape 3D. I'm always trying to do as much as possible statues from different creators, just to show them off the work a little bit. It's not 100% yet, but I think the next project after Jean Grey, which I didn't even start properly, but I'm already talking about the next one. It's probably going to be an Omni-Man from Invincible. And it's a new artist that I discovered, and I found this really, really cool Omni-Man that he has. So I reached out to him to do a collaboration, and he agreed to it. So if you like the Invincible universe and you like Omni-Man, stay tuned for that, because that's going to come after this one, probably. Uh, the artist made a really, really amazing work. When I'm going to start working on the statue, I'm going to post it down below. I had to do a couple of extra cuts. The art is really, really great, but he was saying as well, he was a little bit short on time to do the delivery, and then he rushed a little bit. So my advice for any artist out there, guys, just take your time, do the cuts properly. Trust me. I give up so many models to paint because they had really, really bad cuts, and then I kind of had to learn how to do my own cuts so I can paint up some of the models. I can print them out, because some of the artists, like, they're really good at modeling, but they're not that good at cutting, I will say, or they just don't have the time and then they rush it, which I think is just kind of gives a negative look on the model, because if you cannot print it correctly, and then when you have to work on it, to when you assemble it to work on it, and then it's going to look really bad because of the cuts. Yeah, that's just horrible. If you spend so many times, months sometimes, to make a model, and then you try to finish it up in 2 days, and then you skip the proper process of cutting, it just looks bad on your model. So my advice will be, if any of you sculptors out there, make sure that you do proper cuts. And sometimes it's nice to include a full assemble model in your STL files. I think, I don't know, I prefer to have like a full assemble model than not to have one. I'm scaling up my models left and right, so it's easier to scale it up the right size that you want if you have a fully assembled model. Maybe just be cut off the base. So I know lots of artists and Patreon guys, they are doing it. For example, even Wicked 3D does it, which is really, really good from them. And there are a couple more guys out there, they do it. And I always try to say, to if I get the chance to talk to a modeler, to an artist that to include one of the files to be like a full assembled piece. Uh, and now Cardoso, I don't know if you guys noticed, he's doing another Venom. I already painted up a Venom from him back in the day. And again, that was off camera. And that's the gray and black Venom. And my favorite Venom that I have at the moment, it's the one from Fandom. And that's the blue-black Venom. So I'm not sure what color scheme I will go with the one from Cardozo if I get to paint it up. I really like the Venom character, so probably I'm going to end up painting him up. We will see. We will see what will be. At the moment, I have so many projects that I want to do and not enough time. Me and Ron were just talking about it this morning. Unfortunately, all these figures, they take a lot of time. Okay, we are almost done. I just have to do a little bit more here. Now, I always like to paint up my models properly to make sure that all of the parts are painted even if you cannot see them. And I hope everybody does that in a way. Thank you very much for joining in, CEO, and hope to see you soon. And have fun. I'm pretty sure you're gonna go do some more work, probably. Nice to see you again. Now we are closing up to finish this one up, and then I'm going to dry it. And I'm going to probably finish the wood first. I'm not even sure which one should focus. To focus on the rocks to finish it first or on the wood, we will see. Now, guys, if you're a learner and here and then you don't know where to start with your new model, my best advice will be start with the base, start applying some of the colors down, just to block out what you want your base to look like, and then just keep applying paint, and then it's gonna get like his life of itself, kind of, in a way, if makes sense what I'm saying to you. So just start with the base and then you work your way up. I always say that's the best way of going. And then when your model is done as well, when you start working on it, you have a way to rest the pieces on the base just to see how it goes. If you're happy with the color, maybe you want to do it sometime a little bit brighter or darker, depending on the color of the base as well. And guys, make sure to hit that like button. It does help the channel out a lot. And I'm trying to grow my channel, and maybe one day I could make a living out of it. That would be ideal. And you can help a lot by just simply liking it and share it with your friends and family. Leave a comment as well if you want. You can turn on the bell notification, so every time I go live or I post a video, you're gonna be the first to know, kind of, in a way. So yeah, thank you very much for that. And on that note, if you like what I'm doing here, there are a couple more small artists out there that they doing some amazing work and they don't get enough praise. And one of those artists is the 3D painter, and usually he's streaming every day. At the moment, it's working on a cool mask, so make sure you check out his channel as well. And the next project, it's Electra. And as far as I know, the mask is almost all done anyway. So remember the 3D painter. Then we have one Grumpy Wet, who is at the moment finish up his boot, and he's working on a Batman statue. And it's a really, really huge and cool Batman. And he's gonna start posting videos really, really soon as well. So make sure to check out his channel. Then we have the Bean 3D. I hope Bean is it's okay. I didn't see him for the last 2 days now, I think. And he's working on a Bumblebee from Transformers, and it's one from the Z Studio, and it's a huge, huge piece. Go check out his channel as well. And then we have Painstream. He's working on a Street Fighter character. And who else? We have the old painter man, Chris. He's new to the community, and he's doing some amazing work as well. We have the Mimic Hobby, and you guys have to check them out. They are on a different level as well of painting. He just done a paint for the Tanuki contest, and he worked 2 weeks. Each day worked around 11 hours on the statue, and he didn't qualify it, unfortunately. I don't know how that happened, because when you look at that model, it's a really, really complex paint, and it's actually a really cool model. I was thinking to paint him up when he came out the model, but then I started doing something else, and I said it to myself maybe some other time. But anyway, he didn't qualify, but the guy knows how to paint, so I have to say that. And that's one of the reasons I never gonna sign up for any of the contests, because it's a bit weird, all that I'm gonna say about it. Then a newer channel as well, which I didn't catch up for some time, so I have to go and check it out. It's I Paint Dolls. He's a really cool guy as well. So yeah, guys, make sure you check them out. And I always say, uh, if you try to learn this hobby in a way you never learn it, you always learn more things from all the people, and then you do your own style. You cannot just go and learn everything from one person, because I'm pretty sure it's somebody else out there that does something better that you never knew about. So always give a chance to the small channels. You're gonna help them out as well, and it's not gonna cost you anything to give a like, give it a subscribe if you find it nice. Of course, you don't. If you don't like it, the content or whatever, you don't have to put up with it. But if you like it, giving a like and a share, it will help out a lot on the channel. So I'm pretty sure everybody who's over here is trying to grow the channels, and I know sometimes we forget to hit that like button, but that's why here we remember. Oh, I didn't forget you, Swedish Forge. It's just the list is so long. And yes, guys, Swedish Forge over here, he's doing a live Spider-Man, and it's really, really dope. I can't wait to see him painted it up. Uh, Go and check out his channel as well. Give it a subscribe, give it a like. Same rules. If you like what he's doing, make sure that you support. The support goes a really, really long way for us. And I'm gonna start rumbling about that. Now I'm gonna dry up a little bit more. So now this is the first layer of the base. This base actually has 3 layers. So this will be the second layer, but on this one I'm still working. I'm still doing some cleaning off behind this screen, and I have to close up a couple of holes that I have to make for the drainage. And this is gonna come over here. And then we have the translucent resin on the top. So this is how the base, kind of the height of the base is going to be. Okay. Now I'm going to do some wash over this. So I'm gonna go with the hmm. Let's see what wash I want to do on this one. So I'm gonna go with the Drakenov Nightshade, and this is a bluish wash from Citadel. Oh, hey Marius, how are you? I have to go and check out your live stream, Marius. I'm sorry I missed it for a couple of days. I was trying to catch and look them up afterwards. What time you start streaming? Guys, Marius over here. He's doing some streaming. He's mostly video games at the moment, but he's painting up statues as well. He's new to the hobby, but he started doing some amazing work. You can find his work on Instagram. I was keep saying that I'm going to check out his stream, but I never made it. So today, hopefully, I'm going to make it. So, Marius, what time is you going to start streaming, or you already streaming? Because I really want to go into your stream today. So, I was keep saying it for the last couple of days that I have to make sure that to, but it's always something to do. Now, after this, I'm applying the wash. I'm gonna do some dry brushing on it, and then probably I will see. I'm going to do some more wash on top of that. So I think the second wash will be a purplish. We will see. You're streaming long hours as well, Marius. I noticed like you're streaming around 4 hours. And I saw that you playing Black Flag. I started playing Black Flag as well a couple of weeks ago, but I kind of didn't have time since then, so I have to pick it up again this weekend. Definitely, I really really like that game. Uh okay, tomorrow. Okay, I catch in today with you tomorrow, and that 8 o'clock will be tomorrow. Will be Romanian time, right? No data connection. OBS Studio crashed for a second, but we are back on. Sorry for that. It looks like this is the second time now OBS Studio crashes. Perfect. Marius painted up recently Geralt from The Witcher. I don't know if you guys played the game. The Witcher, it's an amazing RPG. It's more on the action side, but it's still amazing game. Ah, don't worry. My English is not that good either. Look, as long as you try, all that matters. Yeah, Ron has his fancy meta glasses. then can translate everything as he's watching it. So here you go, Ron, another from project. I know you said you worked really good with the Portuguese when you were watching Cardoso painting, sculpting. Ron, by the way, do you know how many languages can you translate? All of them, or it has a like a language pack that you have to install or something, or it automatically does it for you? I can't wait to have one of those implants that you put in your head, and then when somebody talks to you in a different language, you just hear them in your native language. You just have automatically everything gets translated. I always loved Deus Ex. If you guys familiar with the video game, I always like cyberpunk and all that stuff. So implants and all that shit, I think it's really really cool. And no, this is not from Tanuki. I put it in the description. If you check it out, Marius, it's from Polymine Studios, and it's really really cool. Uh, Tanuki Studio made the Wolverine X-Men this month. I think I'm going to skip on that one for now. I really want to paint up a yellow Wolverine because I don't have one. I only have a brown Wolverine. Uh, I have a different plan for the next statue. I wanted to do the Wolverine, to be honest with you. That was the plan. But then I changed it out. Probably is going to be an Omni-Man. Again, not 100% which one is next, but probably it's Omni-Man from Invincible. So I was watching your live stream, not like the recording, Maurice, the other day, and I never realized, or I never asked you, you don't have a 3D printer. You have somebody printing you the stuff. And guys, if you just join in, thank you very much for joining. Much appreciated. Make sure you share it with your friends and family. Every little thing helps, even a like. So make sure that you hit that like button. So I was asking, do you have a 3D printer, Marius? Because you were mentioning something on the video that I was watching from the live stream that it's somebody printing for you the models. But I'm not sure if I understand it correctly or I misunderstand you. I know you were saying as well that you're running out of resin. Yeah, that's the smaller one. They're pretty cool, but they are the smaller printer. Yeah, so those would be mostly for I would say miniatures because it's a small format printer. Just Marius, don't forget when you upgrade, everything will double. So you will need more space, more resin, more everything. I just did upgrade mine and I didn't realize how much space a bigger printer needs for everything, cleaning, everything, and then how much more resin you need. Because the bigger the vat is, more resin will fill in. So you have to kind of take in consideration that if you need a liter for just the print, then you have to put a little bit more in for the wastage that gets stuck in the print, doesn't come out from the drainage properly, and then you always want to have a little bit extra in your tank, so it's not when it's about to finish the print, it doesn't run out of it. So when you go bigger, you have to take lots of things in consideration on that one. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I jumped in. I didn't even think about that. It was a quick decision, and I still love it. My Max, it's amazing. But then I realized how many things you have to think about before you upgrade to a bigger printer. Because the bigger problem is a bigger space. You did warn me. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you see, Yo Jared, it's big. Don't get me wrong. That's I think it's almost 1/4 scale. On the Max, I will print that in just the statue itself in one go, and then the base, or if it has translucent resin. That was my problem as well, and I have a mid-size printer, the old printer, and I had to do like 6 or 7 prints sometime to finish a model, and it was just annoying because I was wasting more resin on the prints as well, and then my screen started to burn out because I had that printer for so long. It was an amazing printer. Is the Lego Saturn S3? No, a Lego Saturn 3 Ultra. Sorry, there are so many of them that I keep forgetting sometimes. I have the Photon M7 Max. But that one, it's a huge printer. Ron has the Photo M7 Pro and the M7 Max. And then Jerry has the GK 3 Ultra. Now, those are a different class of resin printers, but they're more expensive as well. But they are really, really good printers. But they have a little bit of some of the cons and pro, but all of the printers have cons and pro. So you kind of have to look into it, what you want to use as well. Yeah, and by the way, Marius, I think at this point you should go with the P1 or the P1 Max if you get anything from Anycubic. I know they're a little bit more expensive than the M7, but I think the upgrades you get with them, it's a little bit better, so it's a little bit more worth it for the long term. You know what, Ron? I think we should be paid by Anycubic, or at least sponsored. Like, you started using the ABS like resin as well because I recommend it. Uh, Bean, and then a couple more people start using the resin because I said how good is the Anycubic resin. So I think we should get a couple of free bottles here. You know what I mean? And then you always praised how good is the printer as well. So again, Anycubic. Oh yes, and Marius, tomorrow I'm gonna make sure. I don't know at one point when I'm gonna join in, but I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna join in and check out your live stream. So I hope to see you there. Lego Saturn 4 Ultra 60K. Uh, there are good printers, yes, but they are mid-sized printers. And I have the Lego 3 Ultra, which is the height of the build volume. It's bigger than the Saturn 4 Ultra 60K. They're good printers, I will say that. But what I don't like about the Saturn 4 Ultra 16K, the print volume for the height, it's a little bit smaller. So you're gonna lose on the height. That's the only problem. Night night, Marius. Have fun. Now I'm gonna say a strange thing about the printer I got, the Anycubic Max M7 Max. I went mostly for it because of the height, not even the size of the build plate. It's wider and deeper, of course. That's always good. But I mostly went for the height. No, so the Saturn 3 plate is the same size as the Saturn 4 Ultra 60K plate. They have the same size. They are mid-size printers, and they are kind of the same. But the 3 Saturn 3 Ultra, the height of the print it's bigger. It's by just a couple of centimeters. I know it's not a big deal, but it is when you actually print. So the difference between them, I think there are 6 centimeters. So that would be this much. And those, when you print something large, it does matter a lot. I think the height matters more than the depth and the width of the plate. Again, depends on what you're printing. Actually, I wanted to buy a Saturn 4 Ultra 60K when it came out. The only reason I didn't pick it up, it's again because of the height. And then when Ron told me about the M7 Max, how good it is, and the height of the plate, I checked it out. The height of the print, when I checked it out, I was like, yeah, I have to go with this one. Yeah, if you want, I will say depends on your budget. Okay, that's the most important thing, your budget. Really good printers. They are the Anycubic, and now they have the P1 Max, which is really good as well, as far as I heard. It has a couple of cons, like the plate. It's the top of the plate is straight, so it's not at an angle. So the resin will not go down when the plate lifts up. So that's a con. So the resin actually will stay on the top of the plate. So when you take it up, uh, you can spill resin all over the place. So that's not as ideal. But otherwise, the P1 it's way better. And if you have really money and you want to buy a good printer and you don't mind the cons on the GK3 Ultra, they're really good printers, but they are a bit expensive. So if you have the money to to spend, then I would say go for the GK. But if you want something really good and works really good as well, I would say then go with the Anycubic. Oh yeah, yeah, that's the green one, the GK 3 Ultra. That's a big printer as well. Jerry over here, I'm not sure if Jerry at the moment it's in the chat, but he has them. He is really happy with them, so he can give you more information if you Swedish Forge if you're interested. I'm not sure if Jerry at the moment it's in the chat, but when he comes back, I'm pretty sure he will be more than happy to inform you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanted to buy the GK Ultra, but it was a little bit too expensive this time for me. So I prefer to go with a little bit a cheaper model, but still good enough. And I would say Anycubic for the price difference, it's better than the GK. Yes, Ground Affected has the printers. Yeah, you see, he gets them for free. He's lucky like that. I would love to get some of the UK GK printers for free. That would be. I would print just with those if I that would be the case. It's a different case when you have to buy them. It's again more a little bit on the expensive side, but I do understand why. They are really good printers. Ground affected, it's a little bit lucky on that side. I'm not sure he's going to buy them if he had to pay for them, to be honest. I don't think he's loaded with money because this is his main job, but still he has to provide the food and everything. So, and I'm not saying he doesn't have money, guys. I'm just saying those printers are expensive, and he has like four of them, if I'm not wrong. I see, for example, like even ground the fact that back in the days, he tried out some of the printers, and they were like really bad printers, and then even had to send a couple of them back. So depends on the company as well. Sometimes they give you a printer to do. This was back in the day, right? So there were all these new 3D printing company. They will come up, but now you cannot even find them anymore, or maybe they're just for like a Chinese market. And he did try out some of the printers, and I remember he had to send them back afterwards, which is kind of strange a little bit, but depends what the company wants as well, kind of in a way. And I think at this stage, all of the printers, like any printers you buy at this stage, they're really, really, really good. It's what you're looking specifically for. So, for example, I wanted to have a heating bath because here in Ireland, it's really cold. So I want my resin to be nice and warm. But if you live in a warm place and you don't really need it, so it's you're gonna focus on a different feature that the printer has. Uh, I will say usually this depends on the place that you live in as well. What you want from a printer. Did you ever have any experience with any of the resin printer Swedish forge, or just with MTM printers? Okay, now I'm just thinking if I should give a little bit of a. I'm going to do it. I was thinking to give it a little bit purple here and there, but I like the color as it is now, so I'm not sure about it. Uh, this piece will be the piece that goes here, as far as I remember. Nope, it's not from there. This is actually from here. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this for now. The bottom part of the base, and then I'm going to start working on the wood. And for that one, I will need a light brown, lighter brown. What I mean. Let's see what we have here. This is too bright. I did have a lighter brown somewhere. Hmm. Over here. Found it. Actually, I'm gonna repass the brown, the mahogany a little bit. Yeah, but is the GK3 Ultra the big one? The GK3 has multiple models. So it has the big one, has the mid-size one, which is the Uniformation GK3, and then you have the GK3 Ultra, which is the bigger model. The I know the smaller ones, they are cheap, but the big one, it's around 900 euro or even over 1,000 most of the times. Depends when you if you find it like on an offer or anything like that. The cheapest I found, it was I think 900 and something. Check out the Ultra. How much costs over there? Yes, exactly. Now I was talking about the Ultra that it cost a little bit more because I wanted a big printer. So the GK3 Ultra, it's the same size as the Anycubic M7 Max or the P1 Max. I know all these names. It's so easy to confuse some of them, and they don't make it easy either. Even with the Saturn, that they have the Saturn uh, 4 Ultra, and then they have the Saturn 4 Ultra 16K. And once I almost bought because it was the normal was a really good sale, and I was thinking it's the 60K one, so I almost bought one. And then when I realized it, I was like, okay, no, thank you. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago it was 800 euro when it launched. I think a week ago it was like 100 euro cheaper, the P1. But you see, the M7 Max, mine I bought it for 600 euro because it was on a sale when I bought it. I will say to try to get to wait when it's a sell, because always the prices go down by a little bit. So if you're not in rush to get a printer now, I would say wait till school starts, because they always have a back to school sale. All of the printers usually have it. So if you're not in the rush, just wait maybe a month, and then you can save sometimes even 300 euro on them. And I'm pretty sure now the M7 Max will be a little bit even more cheaper because the P1 Max came out. Well, it's up to you. You know better what you want and when you want it. So it was just an idea. And another thing I noticed, like usually when The printers come out, the new ones, they're always a little bit higher priced, but then in time they will go down. So even now the P1 Max, it's what uh, 950 euro, let's say, right? In a couple of months it will go down a little bit, so you can get it cheaper. Oh, here you go. By that time, now depends when you're moving. By that time, you're gonna see a definitely gonna see a drop in the price. And now I'm starting to dry brush a little bit the wood. Let's make those details pop a little bit. And after that, I'm going to do a wash over it as well. And then probably I'm going to try to do some highlights as well on it. We will see about that, how it's going to go when we get there. Oh, well, if you get a bigger apartment, 3 rooms and cheaper, then why you didn't move yet? That's my question. That sounds amazing, man. If you pay less rent, that always, maybe you didn't have the option before, but yeah, cheaper rent. Ooh, It's just almost the rent, the cheaper rent will get you the printer for free in if you stay there for a longer time. Instead of paying the rent, you get the printer. That's always good. Paying rent, it's a must these days, but it's a waste of money in the same time. Unfortunately, it's harder to get to own your own house, and sometimes people got even discouraged to even try. Banks makes it really difficult sometimes to get a loan. I don't know how it's there, but over here in Ireland, yeah, it's not that easy sometimes to get approved. Now they do give you, don't get me wrong, but they never give you enough for what you need. Sorry to ask you, how much rent do you pay now where you live for a two-bed apartment? If you don't mind me telling in Stockholm. So here, a two-bedroom apartment in Dublin at the moment will be somewhere, depends where you live. Like if you work more towards, not in city center, more towards city center, and you want a decent size apartment, that will be around 2,000 euro. Now, if you want it in city center, that will be even sometimes more. Now, if you go a little bit out, it will be a little bit cheaper, but not by much. Here, rents are really expensive. And even when you go and see a house, you have like maybe 20 people lining up to see the apartments. And then again, uh, here's really bad. Really expensive in Ireland. The thing is, there are too many people that need the rent and not enough houses to go around. So the landlords can just really hijack the prices like really expensive because it's high demand and it's not enough. Yeah. I have to remind you, in Ireland, all the houses are small. Everything is small. It's nothing big here, unfortunately. Like a studio apartment, like a one bedroom apartment, like literally you have everything in one place. It's between 900 and 1200 euro, depends on the location. And I don't even want to go inside. No, no, you don't get good salary. Trust me. An average salary will be around 2 grand a month, more or less. So yeah, not as good salaries as somebody would think. Back in the days when I came to Ireland, that was really good, and the rents they were really low. Back then was really good salaries, but that was a long time ago. That was like 20 years ago almost. Yeah, since then the prices they are really went really high. So if you can do that change and only pay that money and get a printer, yeah, I will say go for it. Instead of paying the money on the rent, you can afford to buy a 3D printer. That's a great trade-off, and you get an extra room as well out of it. Unfortunately, dry brushing takes some time to get the pieces at the stage that you want to. And I love dry brushing, so that's no problem. I like to take my time with it. Oh yeah, enjoy. I don't drink coffee. I never drink coffee, but I'm gonna have a Dr. Pepper Zero. I love Dr. Pepper, so this is like coffee for me. Enjoy, guys. You having coffee right now, Ron? Nice. You see, I was never a coffee guy. I did try out coffee a couple of times when I was younger. I never liked the taste of it, so I never got addicted to it as other people, let's say, have. So for me, it was an easy no-no. Guys, I'm gonna show you the difference between the uh, dry dry brush piece and the normal piece, so you can see already over here. And this was has way more work to do, so I'm not gonna stop here. This is just, I would say, kind of halfway. So we have the first dry brush, then I'm gonna do some wash on it, and then I'm gonna do some highlights as well, probably. We will see how it's going to look with the colors after I do the wash. And I'm going to do a brownish wash on this one, but I don't know if it's going to be a brown yellow or a brown reddish wash. So we will see with that one which one is going to go better. Okay, so this piece is done. And then I have even more pieces over here. So if you don't know what I'm doing today, here you go. More dry brushing. And I think that dry brushing, it's I know people just say it's easy. It's if you don't do it properly, you don't take your time with the dry brushing. It's not going to look good. So I will advise you, don't rush your dry brush. Make sure it's how you want it to look. Apply the right amount, I will say, if you know what I mean. And make sure when you load your brush with some more paint, it's not too much at once, because then it can apply way too much paint, and then it's going to give you the look that you're looking for. Okay, this is done. Next, now this one over here, I really like it. It has a nice small Axeman logo, and I was thinking to paint that one up in silver. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go with the logo on in here with silver or not, but I think it's going to look cool. So guys, if you just joined in, thank you very much for joining. Much appreciated. Don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends and family. And if you like what I'm doing here and you want to see more, make sure you check out my main channel where I upload full videos of how to paint as well. Lately, I was uploading more streaming videos, but at one point I'm going to go back and do some more one-to-one how to paint videos as well. So if you want to see more of those, turn on the notification bell as well, so when my video goes up, you can see it. And then if you want to see even more, check out the Friend Good channel the 3D painter. He's doing similar things that I do, but in a different way. So make sure you check out his channel. He's live streaming almost every day. And when I say almost, I mean not every day exactly. There will be day that he has something else to do, but most of the days he will be streaming. He just finished up a really cool Punisher from Polymine Studio. And this model is from Polymine Studio as well, if you're interested, but we are not sponsored by Polymine. It's just really cool models that we like to paint up, and kind of that's it about it. Then we have the Swedish Forge, who is working on a life-size Spider-Man at the moment, which I think it's a really cool project. Check out his channel as well. And then we have the Grumpy Vet, Jerry. At the moment, he didn't post any videos, but I know he's working on a Batman. He's going to start posting really, really soon. So make sure that you go and give it a subscribe, and then when you start posting, you can see. The Bean 3D. He's a cool dude as well, and he's doing some crazy stuff with Bumblebee from Z Studios. So this is the Transformers Bumblebee. Check him out as well. And the most help you can give us is by give it a like, give it a subscribe, leave a comment, and again, share it with your friends and family. Thank you very much. And guys, if you think that this was too much dry brushing, don't forget I still have this piece to do on my next stream by Dan for Friday. This is going to be filled in, and if I have any support marks, will be removed. This one just have to fill in a couple of the drainage holes, and pretty much is done. It's ready to be primed and paint. So that will be on Friday. Even more dry brushing, unfortunately, but we're gonna start on the model as well. So Jean Grey will be soon. Now, the model may have a little bit of a defect on it. I have to check it out. So I have to reprint something, and then if what I think it is true, I'm gonna reach out actually to Cardozo and let him know, and I'm gonna let you guys know as well. Now I'm not sure about it, so I don't want to raise any alarms if it's not needed, because I have to reprint the piece just to see if it's a problem or not. I'm not sure who actually sculpted this one, but it was one of the guys, of course, from Polymine Studio. He done a really, really nice job on it. I really, really like the details that they give to the wood. Oh, too much. And now I only have, except this one, two more pieces to go, and then I'm done. Ron, did I show you the Omni-Man that I was planning to do next? I don't think actually I showed you. I know I showed it to Jerry. Okay, and two more big pieces, and then we are done. It makes you think of chocolate. Yeah, chocolate house. Why not? I'm making it to look like more like an old wood, but again, we'll have some highlights in it. So as I don't know all the wood colors and everything, but I think this will be called more like an oak wood, an old oak wood. I could be wrong. Hey, we're gonna call it Jane Grey in the chocolate factory. I will take that as a compliment. Sammy. Jean Grey, no, the X-Men and the Chocolate Factory. Has a nice sounds to it. Now, this is definitely not a candle case, but if I would have to do more of it today, then probably will be a candle case. But at the moment, I'm still enjoying, so that's a good sign. Now, guys, if you have any questions, please put it in the chat down below. I will be more than happy to try to answer them. I do this for some time now, and I have to say I really, really enjoy painting up statues. And if any of you would like to do a commission or you'd like any of my statues, you can have a look on my Instagram, gambitneo1, and you're interested in any of it, and I still have it. I did sell some of them off, also I don't have all of my statues. But if you're interested in something or you want to do a private commission like a birthday gift or anything like that, please reach out, send me a DM, and then we can work something out. I'm pretty sure of that. Okay. Now I'm based in the EU, so I'm in Ireland. And if you're willing to pay the taxes and the fees and the tariff, whatever needs to be paid for the US, I don't mind sending it over. But if you want something and you in the EU, that will be a little bit easier to ship. So yeah, if you're interested, just reach out and can probably work out a deal or something like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I like all of my statues, but I'm doing this as a hobby, and I hope one day it's going to become, in a way, a way to get some income, because this hobby, it's not cheap at all. Actually quite expensive if you look at the whole thing. So if I sell some of my statue, then I can again buy more resin, do more prints, and just rinse and repeat. Oh, the chat is really quiet. I hope, guys, you didn't fall asleep. Are you still here? And if you just join in, thank you very much for joining in. I'm painting up Jean Grey from X-Men, and this statue is from Polymine Studio. You can find it in the description. I did put a link over there to their Patreon. They're doing lately really, really couple of cool figures. Now, I'm not sponsored by them. I picked up this figure with my own money, and I really like X-Men. If I didn't come across yet like that, but I really like this, and I always wanted a Jean Grey, and it's really hard to find a good Jean Grey model. Now, I have a really nice Phoenix already, but I didn't have a Jean Grey. And if you want to see the Phoenix, You can go on my main channel, and I have a video of her painting her up. And I have to say, it's a really cool dark phoenix. And I have all sort of type of how to paint videos on my main channel, so go and check it out. Okay, now let me check if I done all the pieces so I don't miss out on anything. Say hi to her, Ron. Okay, so these are done. Maybe I'm gonna do a little bit more on this here. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Brightland Flashshade as the wash for the wood. So this is more a brown reddish wash. Now I'm just gonna try out. Actually, I'm gonna try out on this one just to see how it's going to look. And I'm gonna dry it up with the hair dryer real quick. Now, Sim, to answer to your question, what was the most fun statue to paint? Uh, Now, the most one that I enjoyed is the cable from Danny Boy, which it's actually the statue is from Status Code, but Danny Boy print sculpted it. So that's my favorite statue that I painted up lately. And my most fun statue, it has to be the Venom. I don't have a video of the Venom, how I painted it up. So now this is going to be the wood. So I'm going to do a little bit more dark shades on it. And then I'm going to do a little bit highlights over on this one. As you can see the difference, this makes it look a little bit more wood. Yeah, definitely. That's like I told you even this morning, that one of your most iconic paints, because it's your picture as well. And you did other really cool projects since then, so it's not just like you done Beast, but that's kind of how I relate to you when ever it's like, oh, Beast, the guy who made Beast. But you made a lots of other cool, really cool figures, but that's such iconic to you. So yeah, I have to go through all of them and do the same process now. Applying the the red wash, and after that, I will have to apply a little bit of like a dark black wash, and then I'm gonna come back and do some really light brown highlights. And I really like this X-Men logos in there. So there are three of them, and those ones I was thinking to try to paint them up in silver. I did lower my noise reduction. Actually, I didn't lower it. I highered it a little bit so you cannot hear the hair dryer. And I know it's a little bit too quiet those times when I do that, and especially if I'm doing it off camera. Uh, I did try to put some music in the background. Unfortunately, I got copy claimed for the whole video, so it took me a week to, because YouTube it makes it really hard sometimes to remove the music from it. So I did try that. Unfortunately, it didn't work. I was thinking to try in a different way, but again, we will see. Maybe I'm try it, and then if YouTube comes after me again, it's not too much I can do. I don't want to. I'm quite kind of getting there with YouTube, so I don't want them to put my channel on a list that I don't want to be. And probably you guys know what I mean. They can put you on the bench and not advertise your channel too much. Don't not put it on the main feed. So when that happens, you lose a lot of attention and discoverability. So that's not as good. So that's one of the reasons I don't want to step too much on YouTube toes. Now I don't want. I'm not expecting to make millions now from YouTube. I know that takes time to make that money. Uh, Maybe I never reach to go there. That it's something that I would really love to do, but I'm trying to do it right and see how it goes. I'm not that type of guy to go and buy bots and have views and stuff like that, like other people do it. But I'm not gonna give any reason to YouTube to put me on the side bench, as other people will say, because of the copyrighted music. Well, I have to say that cable it's really dear to me. I never put it up on sale, but if somebody will be interested, yeah, for a good amount of money, I will part ways. I always say I always can repaint a model for myself. So if somebody will be interested and want to pick it up, yes, of course, why not? In the end of the day, as I mentioned, this is my hobby, and I'm doing this most of these statues for myself. But I do sell them in the same time. Welcome back, Swedish Forge. So yeah, as I said it before, if anybody interested in any of the statues, you can check out my work on my Instagram. I have it over there as I made them, so you can see the progress as well on them and how far I started to do this hobby. It's 6 years now. So yeah, I have to say I did grow a lot since I started, and I know I still have a lot to learn. And for everybody anyone who joined in just recently, thank you very much for joining. Much appreciated. I'm streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 o'clock. That will be London time here in Europe. And everyone is welcome. So make sure that you check back in on the progress if you like what I'm doing. And make sure you share it with your friends and family as well. Who knows? Your granny maybe want to check out my painting style. I don't think so, but you never know. Yeah, I was just talking to Ron today, and he was saying that he wants to make it even bigger, maybe to remake the statue with lights and a bigger base and stuff like that. I think that's still the coolest model of Beast out there. I know there are a couple more models from Beast, and they're really cool, but I don't think any of them it's cooler than one that ran down from Wicked 3D. If you a Beast fan, yeah, that's a cool model to have. I'm not sure if it's Ron still here. If he didn't answer to the comment, but I'm pretty sure he appreciated it. Okay, I'm gonna leave these ones to dry, and then I'm gonna do the wood on the main base. Let's see what time it is. We still have a little bit time to go. And as far as I know, Ron doesn't stream today, so we're not gonna overlap anyway. Oh, that sounds like hmm, that sounds like you're getting close to be done. If you couple of things that you have to do. Swedish fort. And Ron, would you redo Beast as well if you would do the big base, or you just do the big base and then you just uh, put the same Beast on it? So would you just remake the base, or you're gonna remake Beast as well in the same time? Because that base is pretty cool, so I don't see any reason to for you to remake the Beast. Only if you glued it to the small base, then yeah. Otherwise, I think you can just do this the big base for it, and then just move the Beast over. I'm not sure if you glued it together or not. To be honest with you, Swedish Watch, I can't wait to see the video on YouTube. I really really want to see that one. Yeah, it's always you have that statue when you remember it. Oh, when I painted this up, it was so much fun. I don't even know if I answered my question to Simi, which was fun. Did I? I know I said that I really loved painting up the cable. Anyway, she's gonna let me know. Simi, if you're still in the chat, let me know if I did answer you the question. Oh, it is glued together. Okay. You just go big, huh? Are you sure you're not from the States, Swedish Forge? Go big or go home. Okay, guys, so we almost done. I just have to do this part over here. This is the part that I folded with my hands, so I didn't give it a quick wash. So I'm gonna apply the wash over here. Hi, Payne. How are you? What do you mean, is this again? I didn't do a Jean Grey yet. Payne. Oh, I'm just start of the base. So let me show it to you. So on this one, the wood still has to go some shadows down, some black wash, and then some highlights. So all of the wood. And this is the bottom part of the base. I'm not sure if I'm going to apply more wash on the rock, so we're going to see that on the next one. And then I have the middle part of the base, which is not even primed yet. I'm still cleaning it up. So I have a couple of holes to close up from the drainage, as you can see. Another one somewhere here. And one inside over there. So, and then I have to paint this all up as this. And then I have the top part, the flames, which is translucent resin. So this will have to paint some white and some magenta in it. So that's the plan so far. But again, this one is not cleaned up either. So I have to clean up this as well. And this is going to be done by Friday. But again, I still have some way to go till this is done. So this model, it's actually, I put it in the description. It's from Polymine Studio. It's sculpted by I don't know who actually sculpted it, but Polymine Studio. It's by Cardozo. He used to do some really cool models even before Polymine was a thing. So now I'm going to take the black wash, this one, and I'm going to apply some shadows. Oh, guys, I was talking here for the last 5 minutes and my mic was muted. Don't ask me how that happened. So actually, I don't know how much you missed of what I said because I don't know when the mic got muted. I muted it, but I don't know when I pressed the button. So pain. Lol. I was saying I don't know if you got any of that that the Z Studios as well had a problem with the big companies like Side Studio coming after the sites. So they decided to blur it out, and only the ones that who subscribe can see the pictures. So I don't know if you got any of that what I said before. So I'm gonna kind of repeat myself really quickly because I don't know when the mic got muted and I was keep talking. Sorry for that. Uh, so as I was saying before, just repeat myself. Z Studio was saying that the big companies blocked his Instagram twice because of the content they have up. They were saying that it's copyrighted. I don't remember Z Studio doing anything from SciShow, even similar, because they have a different style. So lots of these patrons they blur out the picture, so the big companies like SciShow they cannot come and claim as the copyrighted. So that's being a big issue with them, and I know they done that for some time. So maybe Polymine Studio does that the same way. So again, the big company doesn't come after them. Yeah, you see, it's really annoying because you want to see the model, but I think you can still go to the Instagram sometimes and check it out there. But not everybody has an Instagram, so I can see why some people are really annoyed by it. Usually, I see the pictures on Instagram first. I'm a little bit more active on Instagram, and then I see it on Patreon. I should be more active on Patreon. I have to say I'm not too active on Patreon. Maybe one day I'm gonna get better at that as well, but I have so little time and so many things to do, unfortunately. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Payne. I agree with you 100%. Like even sometimes I did reach out and before I subscribed to Patreon and I talked to the Patreon owners and we had a deal and then as soon as you subscribe they were coming with something else and I was like, yeah, but this wasn't what I talked to you before. Yeah, so sometimes they want you to subscribe, so it's not really too much you can do because most of the time Patreon will not even refund the money from the subscription if you request a refund if you have a disagreement with the Patreon. Unfortunately, that happened to me. Ron knows all about it. It's one of our common friends. So yeah, Patreon can be a little bit of a pain in the ass sometimes like that. I think before you subscribe to anyone or it's still your money, it still should be your choice kind of in a way if you want to support somebody. And I understand they have to make a living somehow as well. But it sometimes looks to me that the patron is just taking the side of the artist, and if you have a disagreement with the artist, it's nothing really you can do about it. So make sure that if you subscribe to one of the patrons, make sure it's a nice one. Usually, all the big patrons they are really decent. We don't really have disagreements with them. But some of the smaller ones, they could be quite harsh. And guys, if you just joined in, thank you very much for joining in. This is a new project, and it's Jean Grey, and it's from Polymine Studio. This is not a sponsored video or anything like that. It's a model that I picked up. I love X-Men, and I wanted a Jean Grey, and not too many models of Jean Grey are out there, so that's the reason. And this one, it's a really, really cool one. I really like it. And how is your project going, Paint? Did you make more progress? Did you start priming it already, or waiting for priming? Oh, wow. So it's still hot over there. Yeah, I really, really like that model. It's really nice. I wanted to do a superhero because I was doing so many video games and anime figures. So I wanted to do something a little bit different this time. So that's why I went with Jean Grey. Otherwise, probably would be one of the models I would wanted to paint up as well. Are you a big Street Fighter fan or just the character? Oh, I swear to you, those support marks, I like. You do it all before priming, right? Then you prime it, you find a couple of more of them, you do them, right? And then as soon as you apply the skin color, another 10 of them just show up out of nowhere. It's like they're waiting for you to apply the skin color. You go like, ha, gotcha. You forgot about me. It doesn't happen too often, but I swear to you, it's always one or two over there, just popping out of nowhere. I don't know, you guys, if you know the bottom part of the base. So this part of the base, I always do it. Yeah, I was a Mortal Kombat as well, but now I'm more Street Fighter. But when I was a kid, I used to be Mortal Kombat. So this part of the base, because it's rocks and what it is, it's made out of FDM print, so in plastic. This one, it's resin, so this is the mid sides, right? I swear to you, I almost found support marks from the resin on this one, like small holes. I don't know how, but they transfer somehow between each other. You go like, look, let's go and annoy him. He made it out of plastic, so let's show him that we can appear on that one as well. I know I'm losing my mind slowly. And guys, if you just join in, make sure that you hit that like button. Much appreciated. It helps out the channel a lot. And make sure you check out the friends of the channels. We have the 3D painter, Ron. He usually streams every day and he has some really cool content. Then we have the paint stream as well. Check out his channel. He's doing a Street Fighter character, so I'm not gonna spoil it. You go and see who he's working on. Then we have the Grumpy Bat as well. He's working on a really cool Batman. The 3D the Bean 3D. He's working on a Bumblebee. Then we have who else? Swedish Forge. He's working on a life-size Spider-Man. And again, there are lots of artists out there. So guys, make sure that you support everyone. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. Share it with your friends and family. Always helps out. We all want to grow a little bit with YouTube. So thank you very much. So on the bottom, because this is FDM print, I don't have any holes. This is perfect. But what I'm using, and I have a video on my YouTube channel as well on the shorts, I mix up resin and baby powder. And this you have to do it by your eyes, how much resin you want to put in and how much baby powder. But one of these half jars is going to last me for 6 months. So I make it to be really thick and then I apply it in the hole. So for example, this hole over here, I'm just going to apply it in and with the UV resin. And it's really easy to clean it up as well. It sends really easily. You can do it with an X-Acto knife or hobby knife, whatever you want to call it. I have a video up on it on my YouTube. You can check it out, and that's what Ron does as well. And most of the 3D painter slash printers, they do the same thing. It's the cheapest one, fastest one, and is the easiest one as well. Now I had this UV light curing putty. This one, I have to say it's not that good. It's a little bit too thick. So sometimes when you put it in, it can fall inside the hole. And I don't like that. It's not bad, but it's really expensive. I think I paid for this and I barely used a little bit out of it. So it came half empty already. And I think I paid for it 20 euro or 18 euro, something like that. But it's really expensive. This is the one I got, but there are lots of brands out there. I prefer, to be honest with you, the one I make home is just easier and it's always handy. So it's not like you run out of it and then you have to go and buy more. So on that side, it's more okay for me, and usually I use that one. Now, what I'm gonna start doing now, I'm gonna apply a little bit of a brighter brown, even brighter than the one I did. I mean, this one I'm going to do more like a edge highlights kind of in a way. on the broken parts of the wood. Unfortunately, this paint it's a bit too runny. I would prefer something a little bit thicker, but in the same time, it kind of blends in a little bit better. I think I will need a more thicker paint. Ha ha ha. Now, guys, if you have any questions, and especially if it's 3D printed related or painting, please put it down in the chat. I will be more than happy to answer. And if you don't have the answer for it, I'm pretty sure somebody else from the chat will be able to provide something close to an answer. Okay, this is looking good for so far. Now, as you can see, this takes up some time. I prefer to put in all the time it needs, and then when it's done, I'm happy how it comes out. More time you put in something that you do, better it's going to look. Just to rush to do something doesn't always mean it's going to look good. So sometimes it's worth it just to take a little bit of time and do it at your own pace. Trust me, I learned that the hard way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm rushing now. This is going a little bit faster than I was thinking, to be honest. I was thinking that it's going to take a little bit more time. Hey, Jenny, you made it! Thank you very much for joining, Jen. Ron's is not streaming today, so I was thinking that I'm gonna extend a little bit my live stream. And thank you very much for joining in. Much, much appreciated. So at the moment, I'm working on Jean Grey, and this is the base. And she's an X-Men. She's a really powerful mutant, and I really, really like her before she became the Phoenix. Then I really like the Phoenix character. So she's one of my favorites, and I kind of like the whole Summer family. And she was I mean, she's a gray, but she's still part of the Summers family. So I always wanted to paint one up. And this model is from Polymind Studio, and it's a really cool one. So I didn't paint up a superhero for some time, so I was thinking it's a nice model, and it's just the perfect time to return to paint some superheroes. Yes. Yeah, but usually by this time, I stop streaming because Ron eats up his stream. Because he doesn't stream today, I was like, I'm going a little bit longer so I can finish these edge highlights on these wood pieces. and there are lots of them, I have to say. So did you see the picture that I sent you on Instagram about the female shepherd? I'm not sure if it's your style. I think your style it's a little bit more realistic. It's a really cool one. I really like it. Okay, and this is are the last pieces that I have to do the kind of the edge highlights. So after this, we are kind of done with this phase. Yeah, I noticed your collection are a little bit more realistic. I like a little bit more stylized as well. Look around, Jan made it finally. And guys, thank you everybody for joining in. Much appreciated. It means more to me than you will imagine. And if you want to mean it even more, give it a hit. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, recommend it to your friends and family. I'm starting to bubbling up words over here. Uh, it's much appreciated. It always help out with the YouTube algorithm. We're trying to grow the channel, and every little thing helps to reach that goal. So thank you very much, everyone. And thank you very much, Swedish Forge. Hope to see you soon. Much appreciated. And guys, make sure that you check out the Swedish Forge YouTube channel. He's going to upload really soon a full statue, like full size statue of Spider-Man. So make sure and check it out. And hope to see you on the next one, Swedish Forge. See you on Friday, definitely, buddy. Okay, so almost all of the wood part, it's done. Definitely on this side, and I have all of this that I have to do. I have to still close a couple of the holes over here from the drainage, and yeah, that's going to happen on Friday. And maybe I still have to remove some support marks, so I have to go. I removed most of them, but I'm pretty sure I missed a couple of them because you always do with the support marks. They always hide really good. And then I have the translucent, transparent flame effect in a way. As well, this will be a little bit of white and magenta. So we will see how it goes with that one. And yeah, so the rest of the base, and even on these ones, I still have a little bit work to do here and there. Nothing too major, just a little bit. For example, this piece over here has the X-Men logo. I'm going to try to show it to the camera. So I'm going to try to paint those ones up really nicely on with a silver, and actually says the Savior Institute in it as well. So it's really nice. Oh, actually, I missed the part over here. Okay, so far that's done. Now, guys, I'm done for today, and I'm gonna be back on Friday. Don't forget, I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 7 o'clock. That's London time. And thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you for joining, checking out my channel. It's much appreciated. And if you can share it with your friends and family, give it a like, give it a subscribe. It will be much appreciated. And I hope to see you on the next one. Enjoy.